I've said that I'm going to show you how to make mayonnaise for quite a while now, and I've been busy. I haven't gotten around to it, and I pulled everything out and I said I'm going to do it. So first of all, you're going to need 1 egg, a tablespoon of lemon, a pinch of salt, and about 3/4 of a cup of oil. I use a mixture of olive oil and sunflower oil. I find that if I use all olive oil, the taste of the mayo is just a little too sharp for me, so I like to soften it a bit. I've also used this recipe with coconut oil, and it gives a really pretty white mayonnaise. The only thing, it tastes like coconut, so if you're expecting a traditional mayonnaise taste and you put it on something, it's just, it kind of messes with the mind a little bit, but it's still really yummy, just depending on what you like. So let's go ahead and get started. By the way, all ingredients must be at room temperature, otherwise it just won't work. You'll end up just having a bunch of liquid, it won't solidify. Also, if you want to make Spanish alioli, what you're going to do is you're going to add a clove or 2 of garlic to the 1 egg. We're going to do the 1 egg now. All right. I've already measured out a tablespoon of the lemon juice. And we're going to do a pinch of salt. And this will be the point that you would use your crushed garlic. And we're gonna go ahead and mix that up for about 30 seconds. Oh, and by the way, one of the things I found, sometimes I would try to make mayonnaise and it wouldn't work, and sometimes I would. I have a couple of blenders just because I've been at this for a few years on and off. I ain't gonna lie and say that I've been doing it religiously all the time. This is my oldest blender, and the way it's narrow here, it seems to just work a whole lot better for mayonnaise as opposed to this newer one that I have, which is wide at the bottom. I cannot get consistent mayonnaise out of this one, but this one is more consistent. So let's see, and I'll go ahead, I'll put a link to both of them in the information, and you can check them out yourself. But they're really great. This one is, wow, probably close to 20 years old, and I mean, besides the fact that it's discolored and it doesn't look brand new, it still works very, very well. All right, so about 30 seconds, your egg, your salt, and your lemon juice. Now mix, mix, mix on low. And there's this attachment that has a tiny little hole. I'll bring it a little closer to you. It has a tiny hole so that when you pour the oil in there, it drips very, very slowly. You don't need that in order to make mayonnaise, but because I have this attachment, it came with my food processor, I use it. So just stick it in here. If you don't have it, you would just pour your oil very, very slowly. But before you pour your oil, you're gonna do it all the way up to high. So I put it up to mine goes about 7. You hear the difference? Pour it in. Is gone, turn it off, because that means that it's ready. You don't have any more oil. I have let it run longer afterwards, and it turns it to liquid all over again. I don't know the science behind it, but that's what happens. Yay, it worked. So let me get a clean spoon. I should have had that out already, but that's okay. Check it out. Na 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 na. Isn't that pretty? I guess it's pretty if you like mayonnaise. And let's taste. Very nice. Very nice. So for those of you that are like, oh my gosh, I didn't know mayonnaise was made with raw eggs. Yes, it is. And for some of you, that's going to not sit very well with you. So don't worry. I will have a vegan, eggless mayonnaise recipe coming up for you pretty soon. So be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, those of you who love mayonnaise and don't mind the raw egg, I've been doing this for a couple decades now. Once I started making my own mayonnaise, I have never bought it again in the store, and I'm still fine. Alrighty, bye.